This is the Throttle Out Show presented by Vixen Industries, the only show where monster truck drivers and mechanics come together to present what's happening in the monster truck community. It's the ultimate combination of torque, horsepower, and trash talk. And now for your hosts. First, straight out of the heart of Detroit Rock City, it's Kid Rock's neighbor and former driver of the BKT ride truck. It's Austin Spence. And the duo deep in the heart of Texas, it's the show owner and daughter of a man who conquered the industry for over 20 years. It's Harley Johnson, along with everyone's favorite Bryce Kenny lookalike, Austin Tweedy. So go ahead, fuel up, strap in, and remember, when in doubt, throttle out.
What's up, everybody out there at Monster Truck Land? My name is Austin K. Tweedy, and this is the Throttle Out Show. Harley, the living room, the entire apartment right now smells like pumpkin pie. I appreciate that very much.
Welcome. You're very welcome for that.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching. We're going to have a great show tonight. It may not be a super long show, but we're going to have a good show. We need to go ahead and get our boy Austin Spence on there. What's going up, Mr. Gravy Train, or whatever your name was whenever you signed on?
I said, where's the gravy, man? It's one of the best parts about Thanksgiving is just dunking a whole, basically, bucket of gravy over an entire plate of, well, a lot of delicious food. Shout out to my grandmother, or Bubba, watching tonight. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Super excited. I hope you have the extra large plates tomorrow ready for all of us. But how are you guys doing? What are you guys going to be doing for Thanksgiving?
We are going to Kinley's great-grandmother's house tomorrow. And we're going to be pies. I made my world-famous broccoli cheese, or I'm making my world-famous broccoli cheese.
Yeah, you haven't made it yet.
Rice recipe. It's awesome. Wish I could make it for everybody. It's really good. I only make it once a year, specifically for Thanksgiving only.
Sadly.
But we're doing that. It's going to be a good day. I think you're actually working in the morning, though, right?
I am. I have to work Thanksgiving, but it's okay. I'm used to working on Thanksgiving.
Now, where's the guy on the scene? Where is Poncho Man Cooper Savage?
Oh, no.
He's not.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry. My dog had a wire. It was almost bad. It was actually almost bad. His head was wrapped around the cord, and he was starting to pull my monitor.
Oh, no.
It would have been a disaster. But, hey, I'm here. I got my Hollerhead whiskey. It's a great day. I'm running on, what hour is this? 13? No, I'm on, 16 hours of being awake. It's a great day.
Why? Who
I woke
told
up
you
at
to
3.
Stay awake? Well, that's stupid.
I went to work out at 4 in the morning.
Nice.
That's really
I feel
stupid.
Great. My back hurts, but hey, we're good to go.
Well, what's going on, everybody, in the comments section? Paige Johnson, Tom Mintz, Taylor Andes. I saw, was it Dan's Monster Adventures is watching tonight as well. A few other people down in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. I know there's a lot of people probably driving tonight. A lot of people having some early family time because Thanksgiving is right around the corner. But I think we should talk about some drama that's happened at least today. And it wasn't even monster truck related, but I thought it would be entertaining if we at least talked about this. Okay.
What we got?
There was a police chase, a wild car chase in California today concerning an off-road vehicle, a pre-runner, okay? Somebody got the souped-up Toyota Tacoma, and I don't know all the details about it. There's not a lot to be known on it as of right now. I don't know if it got stolen or if the guy who had this, souped-up pre-runner just decided to go piss off a bunch of people and lead the police on a wild goose chase. Harley, you can go ahead and play the clip right there. But this took place today out on the West Coast. You can see this guy flying down the highway, no holds barred. We got KTLA Channel 5 on the coverage. I don't know what you're thinking whenever I see this, but I'm just thinking in my head, what would happen if a monster truck?
It goes the opposite direction.
What would happen if a monster truck tried to do something like that? I mean, we in the studio actually know what would happen if a monster truck tried to, lead the police on a wild car chase, right?
It wouldn't last very long.
It wouldn't last very long, right?
Yeah, no.
Motor would blow.
Oh, is he stuck? He's done for.
This guy's an idiot. I love the little dirt turnaround. That's the most dirt that truck's probably ever seen.
And so here it is,
man.
towards the end of the chase. For whatever reason, this guy and his partner, who's in the passenger seat with him, they've decided they've had enough.
They gave up.
They peacefully park the car. They both like show their hands. Hey, we're gonna get out. And then the guy actually takes his keys and he throws it towards the cops, and the chase is over.
Interesting.
Well, that's anticlimactic. But I guess he didn't want to ruin the truck. But I mean, man, I was really hoping to see some Dukes of Hazzard shit. You got the suspension. You got a truck that's built for off-road. Yeah, true. It is. Well, wait a minute. Dukes of Hazzard is probably banned out there in California, so never mind. But still, I mean,
he's leading the police on a chase in a V6, though, man. I mean, how do you feel about that? A V6 leading the cops, and they can't catch him? What?
I think they did. I think it's funny that the cops didn't, at least attempt to pit maneuver him. I think they just felt bad. They knew it was gonna last long anyway, but that's ridiculous. That's just dumb.
All right, well, then
Anyway.
I'm gonna hit you and Cooper with a question.
What you got?
Comments, Ryan Anderson and Todd LeDuc. The three of them are all separated, and they lead the police on a wild monster truck chase in LA somewhere. Which one of the three gets away and why?
Tom.
Well, I feel like no, not at all. Tom would be doing donuts in a 7-Eleven parking lot. What are you talking about?
No. Have you seen this man drive?
Only
We
in a
had
monster
a
truck
race.
and a lawnmower.
We've had a race back from Chicago airport, and he got home in under an hour. It's a 2-hour drive. He's reckless. There's this one time he was on the phone with my dad on the way to the airport. Well, he's still reckless. It was on the dash or whatever, and then all of a sudden the phone dropped. The call got ended, and Dad's like, "Oh, what an asshole!" And then a couple days later, he gets a call from Tom again. He's in the hospital because he wrecked his vehicle.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
Jesus, Tom. Good Lord.
Cooper, what are you
But-
sipping on tonight?
Hollerhead whiskey and Coca-Cola from Burger King's soda machine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, here in
You
a
got
little
whiskey
bit,
from a soda machine?
No, I got Coca-Cola from the soda machine. This is Hollerhead whiskey. It's a banana whiskey. It's really, really good. I recommend that y'all check it out.
Well, here in a little
Not
bit, we're
sponsored.
going to be having our own little concoction going on over here. We got our mason jars ready. I'm sure y'all can see them over here. We'll be doing some mixtures, non-alcoholic mixtures. We'll get to that in a little bit. In the meantime, once y'all in the comments section, when y'all watching right now, get your questions ready for our Q&A. Not quite
Yeah.
ready for it, but be ready. It's going to be awesome.
Taylor.
Get your questions ready.
Wow, are you really just automatically gunning for Taylor tonight?
No, he's the first name I saw. First name here. Then I saw
Someone
Tom.
already commented saying stop being mean to Taylor Coop. So
Who? Where is this comment? I need to see this.
I saw it. It was like when we just started.
Was it Indie? No, I think it was Indie Monster saying,
Yeah.
Taylor, stop being rude
Oh, yeah, there it
to
is.
Coop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop being rude.
Yeah. Taylor. There it is. Yeah. Way to go, Indy. Cheers.
Now, I don't know what y'all think about this or if you've seen it yet or not, but out there in TV world right now, this is on, I guess, most major channels right now. This isn't like a little 1 second, scene in the background type thing. Bigfoot has an RC truck on, I think it's a TJ Maxx commercial right now. And it's not one of their Stampede Traxxas RCs. It's one of their, I guess, New Brights that you could get at, Walmart or Target, or obviously now TJ Maxx. Those types of stores. But I mean, it is a nice little 3-second shot of Bigfoot in this big commercial. I mean, I don't know how they're landing that kind of TV time, being nationally televised right now. I know Bigfoot ain't paying for that. Somebody else is footing the bill for that. Bigfoot ain't got that kind of money. I mean, no offense to,
Wouldn't
Bigfoot
it be
fans.
the toy company that's running that? Not Bigfoot, right?
I guess, but I mean,
Yeah,
let
probably
me
New
just
Bright.
say, to get that kind of TV time, they got to know somebody. Somebody's wanting to pump them up. I mean, do you think Bigfoot's going to be making a comeback now in the actual spotlight? I mean, we're talking like they're already getting national exposure just from a TJ Maxx commercial. We've seen that, they've somehow managed to get Brandon Budd to, represent them come first quarter. And that guy is not going to be easy on equipment. Now, granted, yes, it's his own truck, it's his own chassis, whatever, but Bigfoot's going to be footing the bill for the bodies. You know what I mean? I mean, it's almost like Bigfoot is pulling the strings that they can behind the scenes, trying to make shit happen and get back in the winner's circle.
It's really weird when, you start seeing monster trucks like on and off again on like commercials, because it's so weird talking to people who are not really into this industry. So I guess normal people, but people who are not really into this industry as much as we are. And a lot of people have thought that monster trucks have just died out. Like, oh, I haven't heard the name Bigfoot on a truck in like over 20 some odd years. And they're like, what are monster trucks still doing around anyways? Aren't they a little boring because they just crush cars? And then you kind of tell them what they're doing now. They're like, there's no way a 12,000 pound truck can do a flip in the air. Well, sometimes they can do two. But I don't know. What do you think, Coop?
I think you should explain the story that just went under your screen.
I think we all just read the story that was under your screen, Spence.
Are you registered for our giveaway?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you missed it. You're just going to have to explain the story.
Hold on. I'm reading.
Leave it on here. Let's Spence read this.
Well, we got to say something. We can't just be silent.
I'm a slow reader, okay? You guys know this.
Spence has some explaining to do. He has a story of his own. Gonna have to explain it.
If you guys read the banner at the bottom of Spence's screen, it says it all. Right after.
Here we go.
Ad. There we go.
All right, read it out loud. Go.
Wait, in college I once rubbed an old woman's feet and fed her apples. Listening to the Beaches. Long story. I'll explain later. You jerk.
Do you want to explain the long story?
What? There is no story. Like, what? Just completely throw me under. No, there's no story. Honey. There's no story. Also, I hate applesauce. It's gross. I'm a texture eater.
You weren't eating it.
You weren't eating it, though.
I had to try it. I'm just saying. Oh god! Ugh, old people's feet.
Bad.
No thanks. Man, what does Cooper say? Cooper better have something good.
Nothing. It's
I
all
think
good.
Cooper
it's
says
about
something,
the RC.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
Cooper's
You have to wait for
Are you
it.
registered?
Short and sweet little message.
Are you registered for our giveaway yet? Support our show by entering our giveaway. I'm waiting for it to go a little longer.
Slow down. You're
And
going
you'll
too
be
fast
in the
for me.
running for a brand new Traxxas Stampede RC at a $100 gift card and merch! Exclamation point. www.thehetrottleoutshow.com. Yes, I sit down when I pee. Only when it hurts. Only when it hurts.
Ow. Oh, that's funny. Twiggy, what the hell, man? What the hell?
Are you gonna be changing that up every time we have a show? It's gonna say something different. It's gonna expose all of us.
Don't be rude.
Oh no.
Expect greatness. And Cooper's new soundboard over there. Yeah.
Howdy.
What's my sound set?
Is that Taco Bell? What was that?
Man, I feel left out. I don't have a soundboard. I just have I could use my phone and just put it to the microphone.
Oh, this is the greatest sound of them all. Hold on, Coop.
You're not that guy.
I got one for you. That's
It
a
sucks
good.
that we
pretty
can't
good.
hear it.
That's a good sound.
Lullaby.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Lullaby.
Not gonna lie.
Bigfoot 14.
Need a Coop.
Now, let's get back to talking about something somewhat monster truck related. Spence, you're probably going to take the reels on this one. I'm going to send it over to you. But at first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play this video right here. Go ahead, Harley Joe.
Okay.
So, if you haven't been paying attention at all today, the new monster machines that Harper, his new diecast company, they just released that the Quad Chaos and Dirt Crew diecast trucks are now available for pre-order on DTC Powersports website. And I gotta say, I love the card art. I think all of this just looks really, really good. Not to mention, Bounty Hunter and Scarlet Bandit both also have trucks, and obviously, Elliot Miller also has Sinistar coming to this lineup as well. So it's super cool seeing a bunch of the independents kind of going a different route in the toy realm and going to someone that would actually truly respect what they're doing with their toys. I mean, I know like the pre-order is a little expensive, but honestly, to support the independents and how good this looks, I'm gonna buy them. Honestly, I don't care. Sorry, honey. I know they're expensive, and I know I got too many diecast monster trucks that I can count right now, but I love supporting the independents, and damn it, I'm gonna support them. Also, I think Master of Faster actually designed the card art on those cards. Believe it or not.
That's sweet. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, they look super good. But seriously, I believe the pre-order for Scarlet Bandit and Bounty Hunter are not available yet, but should be relatively soon on 2 Extreme's website. So definitely keep an eye on them. But if you want your pre-order for DCT Powersports with Quadcast and Dirt Crew, you need to go over to dctpowersports.com and pre-order. And I believe it'd be shipped out or around sometime in early February, since they are brand new early release. And I kind of want to touch on this a little bit, but I noticed like when this got released and people were seeing the pricing and everything, a lot of people were very upset. That's like, well, these are super expensive. Like, why would I spend that much on a diecast truck when I could go to Walmart or Target or whatever and spend like, half the amount of money?
Well, how
on
much
something with Hot Wheels?
are these toys?
So on the pre-order, they're $20 a piece for
really?
Dirt Crew
God,
and
man.
Quadcast. That's not bad. Here's the thing. When it comes to supporting independents, I mean, we all have done it. If you go to a fairground show, whether it's Throwdown or Joe Sylvester's events or whoever, shirts, pennants, whatever it is, you're spending more on a t-shirt there than you would just going to get a regular t-shirt at a local store, because we want to do what we can to support these guys in this industry. And the fact that they're going out on a whim and going with a brand new toy company that's very new, very fresh, this is it's a gamble, but I'm all for it and I support it 1,000%. So I'm going to go out of my way and support them, give them my money. So honestly, I'm looking forward to more coming out with Monster Machines.
Well, you're touching on a really interesting subject right now. This is something I almost posted about earlier today on our social media, and I decided maybe to save it, for later tonight. And what I was going to say was something along the lines of what you were just kind of describing, which is, when you go to a show, you're going to pay more for a toy or a shirt than what you would, just going to Walmart and, buying a cheap shirt or whatever. But that you're supporting that team or that brand in the process. That's what it's all about. I think it speaks volumes. And y'all in the comment section, y'all watching, I hope you hear me right here. I hope I get through to you by saying this. When you see a small business, okay, such as, and some of the people we've already talked about, Monster Truck Throwdown, Jill Sylvester, High Octane Coffee, Vixen Industries, us, any other independent team out there, you see anybody out there having any kind of sale, okay, cutting their prices, anything more than even 15% is a lot to most smaller businesses. To be able to throw that kind of discount out there, it's not like when you walk into Walmart and you're expecting to see, a Black Friday deal, 50, 60, 70% off. It's not like that. When I'm seeing Monster Truck Throwdown slashing their prices 30% off, that is huge. That is them. That is anybody in small business throwing any kind of discount for Black Friday, taking a chance. Because if you go to, chances are, and I'm not speaking this because I straight up, I've seen their prices. I know how things work. I'm just speaking, from at least the way things work with us. You throw a discount like that and people's only buying one product at a time, they're most likely going to be losing money if you're just buying one thing at a time. You go in, you really help these guys out, and you're getting orders of, $75 or more. You're really helping them out a lot. You're really helping them stay in business, keeping them, keeping the wheels spinning, investing more into their product in the end to give you a better product. So we all got to work together in this, support our independents, especially Monster Jam. I mean, they've made their lick. They're already solidified, whatever. All your major brands that you see, at Walmart, Target, whatever, they've made their lick. They've got it going on, whatever. But these smaller businesses that I've been telling y'all about, get out there, support them, place your orders wherever you can this holiday season. Remember, these small businesses really helps everybody out a lot.
Absolutely. Not to mention, I don't know how much they're making with the Harper stuff, but I mean, Jimmy put it there in the comments. Indie teams never make much off of Hot Wheels or Spin Master, which, don't get me wrong, it's cool to see that they're getting some kind of exposure, that they have their truck, on a toy line, but it doesn't pay off. Like, you're literally paying a company to make your truck, and you're not going to make any profit.
Right.
I think I already talked about this once, but some independent told me when Monster Jam still had their partnership with Hot Wheels back in the early 2000s, his truck racked in somewhere around like $6 million in profits for Mattel. He got to take home $6,000 of all that.
That's insane.
There's no money. Yeah, there's no money to be made. So when you go to a show and you see that somebody bought their own truck that is Spin Master, whether it's Kraken, Jester, Avenger, Black Pearl, whatever independent may have a Spin Master in the lineup, which, speaking of other independents, I'll get to this in a second. So there's a reason why they're charging $10, $15, so that way, they could pocket just a little bit of money, while you could try and find it at your local Walmart for like, was it $7-8, but that's more money in the independents that in their wallet, so that way they can afford fuel to get to the next show, so they can afford to get more merchandise, so they could afford to fix the truck or parts or whatever it may be. So every little dollar that goes towards these independents, it means a lot to these guys. Which, speaking of independents, I know I kind of crossed over it, but Spin Master did also just release that Greg Wickenbach's other truck, Lumberjack, is also coming to the Spin Master lineup coming into next year. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But I'm sure if Greg would have known about Monster Machines before he signed the deal with Spin Master, I think he would have went with them. But regardless, what teams do you guys want to see go into this new brand with Harper and Monster Machines? Let us know in the comments.
I mean, just one more story, and then we can kind of graduate from this conversation. But what I was going to say is, today I went to our local barbershop here in town, and when I say local, I don't know what image that brings in your head. We're not talking like a Great Clips chain or not any other franchise barbershops. This is literally like, it may be at most is a 10-foot by 10-foot barbershop. I mean, and that's including the waiting room and everything.
Pretty tiny.
I know what you mean.
It's awesome. I love going there. I love giving this guy my business. He charges $14 for a haircut. Nobody goes in there and pays $14 though. Everybody always hands him a $20. I went in there today. It was the busiest I had ever seen it. Made my heart happy. Everybody, there was, like 4 people in front of me waiting for a haircut. Everybody's just handing him a 20 and walking out the door. Handing him a 20, walking out the door. That's what I'm talking about. Keep people afloat. Keep good businesses. Keep good people going. Got to keep the wheels turning. Support your independents. Support small businesses. Now, where should we graduate
Hold on,
next?
Tweety, hold on. Are you technically supporting your barber since you're wearing a damn hat?
Well,
Ooh, got him.
good one. Good one.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
What you
Someone's going to have to take that away from Cooper.
Oh, trust me, I've been adding
Okay.
stuff for days. It looks
Oh,
good.
boy.
Looks good.
Now, should we do our drinking challenge now, or should we?
Yes. Yes.
Is it a
yes,
drinking
yes,
challenge?
Because...
I
No,
wouldn't say it's a
Cooper. We're not
challenge.
getting blackout on the show. Cooper,
There's
put
no
the whiskey
alcohol
up
in
bottle
it.
down.
You know what day it is? You know what day it is?
It's Wednesday, my
Hump
dude.
day.
No.
Oh,
It's Blackout Wednesday. The
Oh,
holiday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's actually a thing.
Anyway,
Spence, I want you to kind
this
of reel
was-
this game in for everybody, would you?
so this isn't really a game. This is kind of something that I've noticed on TikTok pop up a little bit, that people are saying that all Dr. Pepper is just root beer mixed with Coca-Cola. So for anybody to basically tell you guys if this is real or not, is literally our Dr. Pepper connoisseur, Mr. Tweety, and tell us, mixing Coca-Cola and A&W root beer, does it actually taste like regular Dr. Pepper?
Now, what is the ratio between the Coca-Cola and the A&W?
I believe it is. I believe it's 2 parts A&W, 1 part Coke.
Okay.
I believe
Dr.
that's
Pepper
right.
tastes like heartburn.
I don't know why I got 3 glasses. I guess we don't need 3.
No, you don't need 3.
Well, I guess you can mix it up. You could try one that's 2 parts A&W, one is 2 parts Coca-Cola.
So what did you just put in this one?
This is Dr. Pepper,
Okay.
just so we could, decipher between two and something that we know without a shadow of doubt. That's DP. And what I think we should do, we should let Harley be the judge first. You know as well as I do. I can taste
Yeah.
fake Dr. Pepper.
It's pretty freaky
Yeah.
how fast you can tell. You're like one tiny little sip, and you're like, nope, that's Mr. Pibb.
I know if it's Mr. Pibb. So
We
You're putting a lot of
Did-
root
well,
beer
he
in
said,
there.
I was gonna say, that is a lot of
That's
root
almost
beer
a full
for.
mason jar of just
Yeah,
root
that
beer.
is a lot
I
of root
don't
beer,
want
dude.
any root beer.
take a nice little sip. Drink some of that down.
I do. I love root beer. Also, Xander Parrish, Barks root beer, you're wrong. Sorry, bud. I am a mug root beer through and through kind of guy.
Mug?
Mug root beer, yeah.
Not
love
A and
mug root beer.
W. A and W all the way.
Yeah, I agree.
A&W if it's actually at an A&W.
I'll do a little.
No.
I'll do the mixtures a little different for this one.
I just tried the Hollerhead with AEW,
taste
and
this
it's pretty good.
Go ahead, taste that one.
Does it taste like heartburn?
What do you think?
Oh, I'm supposed to tell you what it tastes like? I thought you were the taste tester.
Yeah,
No,
well,
what-
I
guess-
just want
do
to see
you-
what it tastes like.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you're-
Time out. Do we know which one is the Dr. Pepper? Which
Yeah,
one is
I got my
which,
DP
essentially?
right here. I said I think
Okay.
you need to taste which one tastes more like Dr. Pepper. Then I'll turn around. You can mix them up. Keep your eye on them.
This is basically all root beer. There's like no
Okay,
Coke
we'll
in
try that. What do you think about that one?
What's wrong with Mr. Pibb? Taylor.
This tastes like Coke and this tastes like root beer.
I'll put more root beer in this. Then.
You are really bad at mixing these. TikTok's about to be really mad about this whole challenge.
I don't think it's real.
I bet this is fake. There's no way you can get Dr. Pepper from these two.
Give that a shot.
You're also just swishing around. You're not actually mixing.
You're not mixing it. You need to
Get a
your-
straw. Put your finger in
Get a
it.
straw or fork. Come on, man.
There's straws
You're a
in that
terrible
drawer.
bartender. What the hell?
All right, now this segment of the show while we're waiting on Tweety, I'm going to take one shot of Hollerhead whiskey.
Oh,
Do it.
good Lord Cooper.
Nope, keep pouring. No, I'm just kidding.
No. It's actually a
We
lot.
want you on the floor before the end of the episode.
Cheers to Thanksgiving and the deviled eggs tomorrow.
Deviled eggs.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
That was a lot. Go off camera. Go to someone else.
See, kids, this is why you don't drink.
All right, come back. I'm good now. I'm good now.
Don't be rude.
All right, we're all good. I'm a man.
These are the two.
Man,
ones
drink
left.
whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm all warm now. This is great. I feel like I could go jump naked.
Okay,
into
I
the
think
snow.
I've made my decision.
Hold on. Harley's drinking over here, not telling anybody.
What?
All right.
You told me to pick one from this and then switch it, right?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to see.
Okay, so don't watch.
Okay. All right. I won't know.
Face the wall, damn it.
Face the brick wall behind us.
Totally legitimate brick wall.
Okay, hold on. You're obviously going to know which one's the Dr. Pepper because you didn't fill it up all the way.
A chug of whiskey. I'm bringing the peanut butter whiskey.
This is such
Yeah.
a weird
We just got.
segment we're doing on the show.
I know. It's like a show that talks about monster trucks, and here we are trying mixology with Dr. Pepper.
Monster trucks. Meanwhile, we're trying to make Dr. Pepper.
Okay, turn around.
Kiss my ass, kiss his ass, kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
All right. Am I ready?
Yeah,
Hey,
go for
Steve's
it.
here.
Steve Lashinsky.
Steven.
That's it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know which
Yeah.
one's actually.
No, I
the
know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's all
it.
fake
And
news.
that's for you.
It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
This is a
Funny
really
part
good
is there-
excuse to pour a big old tall glass of Dr. Pepper.
It's not real.
So I'm I was about
don't
say,
don't
I'm
listen to
confused.
TikTok. It's fake.
Fake news.
Dang it.
I don't want this.
I don't want it.
Oh, thank you, honey. You doing a shot with me?
Yeah, do a shot.
Shots. Shot.
What are you
Happy
taking a shot of?
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Well, I'm taking
what
a
is it
shot
called?
if he's going to take a shot.
Hold on. What's that, honey?
Oh, it's the peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
All right,
I
take a shot.
tried to mix that with grape soda, and I called it a PB&J. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
No.
Oh, Spence, we didn't see it. Do it again.
Yeah, we didn't see it. Pour another one.
You gotta do it again.
I gotta do another one?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
I'll
didn't
do
see
it. That's
do
good.
another one.
Yo, if I
That's
pour
good.
another one in my cup,
Holy crap.
we'll do the 3 bars. We all take a shot.
Oh, can we do that? Can we get that
That's
set
warm.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
What,
everyone's gotta take
all
another
of us do a shot?
You got to take a shot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I need to go get this. Oh, you already got your drink. Come on.
You
I guess
good,
I'm just
Coop?
gonna power
Holiday
through this one
shots.
because I'm a man. I'm a man.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that
It's
guy.
the holidays. Whatever, right?
This shot glass I got from Brazil.
Yes, you did.
Hey, I was there.
Yeah, you should have one of these.
I didn't buy one.
I'll let y'all in the comment section in on a little tip. You're gonna go out of the country. You want to spend money on some souvenirs? Buy shot glasses. Shot glasses are actually the value of buying a shot glass versus buying a postcard is obviously more valuable in the shot glass. It's like $1 more, I think, for the shot glass versus buying a postcard, and you actually get to use the shot glass. So.
All right. So Steve Lashinsky, if you're still watching, you also have to take a shot and just Snapchat me.
Yes. And Steve Lashinsky, Ford is the best if you're in the comments watching.
Got him.
Taylor, I keep mistaking Coop for John Gordon.
Funny, because my eyes don't squint. That was a roast to John Gordon. Boom. Suck a butt.
Are you guys ready? Take a shot.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
God,
I was a little late on that.
I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna have to put
Yo,
this in a slow
Spence.
cooker with like some ribs or something.
So first of all,
Mix
Coop,
it.
what are you shooting?
It's like peanut butter whiskey. I don't know. I don't have the bottle with me. Wife just poured me a
Banana
glass and
whiskey.
He's,
Give it to me.
he's doing his banana whiskey.
Jameson, baby.
I got Hollerhead banana whiskey. You got Jameson, and he's got Screwball, which is basically just peanut butter whiskey. Bless you.
So good.
Gracias. All right, we ready to do this, y'all?
That's a big shot.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Mine's a little smaller. This I took a really big one.
I was gonna say, you good?
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers. Dink. Woo! All right.
Who needs it?
Anyway, monster trucks. No, I'm good. Oh, that is just so sweet.
You like
actually,
that?
It's really sweet. I do. I really like that. I'm probably not gonna like standing up in a little bit, but I do like that drink. Man, we should drink more often. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, monster trucks. Let's get this ball rolling here. We're
Taylor,
gotta
I thought
way,
the same
way
thing.
off the rails.
What's that, Coop?
What happened?
Taylor's comment: drink peanut butter whiskey with some grape juice, then you got a PB&J. So I thought
Not
the same thing.
Hey, not exactly. That's actually not true. If your
I
dad
made a
harder-
video
if
on
he-
this actually.
I know. I don't remember what it was called.
If he was watching, he would let us in on the secret. You actually don't get grape juice, and you
No.
don't get like any other type of grape flavored drink. You actually get, I think it's like some type of cranberry flavored mixed drink,
I don't remember. He told us, and I don't remember.
and then you mix it in, and that's actually how you get the flavor for PB&J. You're welcome.
Oh, well, or you can
So,
go to my. Hang on, let me plug this. Let me hot plug. Go to my channel, Frosty Boys, and I actually made this video of a Willet mix. It was the worst drink ever. Go watch it.
So it didn't mix.
It might have. You just have to watch and find out.
Word.
And while you're there, just watch the whole playlist.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching right now, you know that right about this time in the show, I have a question for a Mr. Spence. And that question typically goes something along the lines of, Spence, do you have your list?
I do.
Harley, you know what to do.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
It's time for everyone's favorite pronunciation sensation. Shows with Spence.
Are you good?
I'm good. Just my cheeks are really warm right now.
You like
And I'm in a...
You're not that
okay,
guy,
I really
pal.
am.
Trust me.
We'll
You're not
get
that
into
guy.
a story about that later. I really am. I really am a lightweight. Anyway, so I'll get to the
Don't
damn
be
list,
rude.
Coops. Enough with the soundboard.
That wasn't me. The last one was me, but the one
definitely
before
you.
that was not me.
Anyway, so we only got 4 shows this weekend, which is kind of sad, but going into the end of the year, you know, a lot of shows are dwindling down. Everything's starting to slow down a little bit. So shows with Spence may be on a hold here in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. Anyway, we've got only 4 shows to go over for this weekend. We have Mojave. I shouldn't have took those shots. This is going to be even worse than before. Cooper, I swear. I think
Don't
it's
be rude.
Mojave or
It's a
don't
what?
be rude. Mojave or Mojave Valley, Arizona. Monster trucks with a Z. Already off to a bad start. Mojave. Mojave Desert. Mojave Valley, Arizona. Monster trucks with a Z. I'm assuming this is pronounced Phoenix City, Alabama. Monster trucks with a Z, but there's no O. It's just Phenix. I'm assuming it's pronounced Phoenix. And then we got Salem, Oregon with the Malicious Tour, and Santa Barbara, California with Nitro. So those are the only shows this weekend. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome.
10 out of 10. Well, I say 9 out of 10 because you don't know how to say Mojave.
Mojave.
Got him.
Mojave.
Don't be rude.
Okay. my wife has even yelled at me in the comments. It's like, Mojave, honey, leave.
Mojave.
Okay. No, I'm here for the very end. I promise you. I'm having such a good
Also,
time.
Taylor, you put a Y when you needed to put an I. FROSTYBOIS. Look it up. Sorry, I had to yell at Taylor again.
Why you be mean to Taylor?
He's being mean to me, all right? I want to hear it. I'm going to cry.
Sounds like you guys need to settle this over, like, I don't know.
Listen, when it gets to that point, it'll get to that point.
Cooper, I'm just going to give y'all, a little a look into the future here. Whenever Cooper has, a debate he wants to settle with somebody, he typically fights them, typically boxes them.
All right, so we'll set up a time and place, and we'll sell it on pay-per-view.
100%. 100%.
So, isn't this
Super
supposed to
stoned.
be like a Q&A episode? I feel like we haven't answered
got
any
there
questions
yet.
from the comments at all.
Who down
We
there in
typically
the
have about
comment
20 minutes
section's
left in this
ready to
episode.
start asking some questions, get to talking about some monster trucks? I think it's time we go ahead and let people start asking their questions. Go ahead down there if you're watching tonight. You got something you want to ask us, something you've been stirring in the back of your mind all week, something you want to know maybe about the first of the year, what to expect, some things that we may or may not have some serious leads on that we are not obligated to talk about. Maybe if you bring it up, we'll talk about it down there in the comment section. Let's talk.
Or what kind of
Should we
underwear
talk about
we're wearing.
our mini, well, it's something that we're kind of working on in the works, that we're wanting to do a mini fantasy league for this going into first quarter.
Maybe we'll leave it that? Well, I don't know. What?
Yes.
Not a bully.
Let's-
Are we gonna talk about that? Or
No, we're
I-
going to talk about it. So I'll
we
kind of
are
start
right
us
now?
off because Spence kind of took by an idea that I had in my head. I never told anybody about it, and he just started making it happen. The idea was to have some type of we got fantasy football. We got DraftKings. FanDuel, stuff like that. Well, maybe, just maybe, everybody over here at the Throwout Show can get some type of fantasy monster truck league started. Now, Spence, you take it away from there, good buddy.
So I think what we're going to do here on the show, once we actually figure out the schematics and how we're actually going to like score everything, I feel like we're going to do like a weekly ordeal here on the show where we're going to actually draft like on our own team. So Cooper's going to have his own set of drivers. I'm going to have my own. Tweety and Harley will have their own. And I think Taylor said that he may join in on this. Me and him were kind of the ones that came up with this. Yeah, so Taylor and Cooper may have a little rivalry between each other. So it's just something that we're wanting to get into, but it's going to be interesting once we actually get to it. But I feel like we should actually have a draft night when we actually do it, like a legitimate like draft night here on the show.
Oh yeah, no, I can see it.
We will.
It's going to be legit. Yeah.
Also, the first question. It was asked by Indies Monsters. Spence, why your mama make you look like Luke Combs? We want to know.
You know, it's because of Mr. John Costin that even started. I met John. The first time I ever got to meet Mr. John Costin was actually in Houston. And boy, do we have a problem in Houston because John actually went out of his way to Photoshop my face onto Luke Combs' body, printed the picture, and brought it to me in Pit Party and had me sign it as Austin Combs.
What a great guy.
That's amazing.
And that
What a guy.
And that has so that has never stopped as like being a thing. Like, oh man, you look like Luke Combs. Fast forward a little bit to when 2020 happened, and me and the wife are having to move back to Michigan from Florida. We stop in a Georgia gas station out in the middle of BFE, literally in the middle of nowhere, and this random old black dude. He's like, "Hey man, anybody ever tell you look like Luke Combs?" Yes, sir. Quite often, actually. So
Dang.
I have no idea why my mother did make me look like Luke Combs. I just refused to shave the beard. Did it once, never again. So it's here to stay.
What's next on the questions list there, Harley Joe?
Question from Tom Mentz, who originally had the idea of this podcast.
Well, it's not a podcast.
Of this, whatever this is, show.
Don't be rude.
Well, that would be yours truly. It was actually in December of last year. If I'm not, it was after Christmas.
It was after Christmas. You didn't have work the next day for some reason. You didn't sleep at all, and then you just
We chatted.
woke up, or you rolled over and was like, I have an idea.
Yeah.
And then it snowballed from there.
I mean, that was the night like the ideas like really took off. But and y'all and Spence, I'm not sure that if you even really know this or not, but like this was after the pandemic last year. Coop and I were actually chatting.
I remember
back and
these
forth.
phone calls.
Yeah, me and Coop were gonna start basically this.
We were gonna rip off of Adam's podcast.
Yeah, you remember what the name of it was gonna be?
Beers and Gears.
No.
No.
Was it not?
No.
Beers
Beers and
something.
ponchos.
Yeah.
Beers and ponchos. There it is. I'm drunk.
We were going to fire up Beers and Ponchos, basically be a ripoff of Gears and Nachos, obviously. But, obviously we didn't make it happen. Pandemic obviously screwed things up for lots of people, not just us, but we're able to pull the trigger and make that happen. But, yeah, it was about December last year. Just trying to go to sleep. Didn't have work the next day. I had an opportunity to actually sleep in. And it was like, like a vision, just like it didn't leave me. Stayed up all
I had
night
got
thinking
up
about
really early for work because I was opening, and you were still wide awake. You had never went to sleep.
Yeah,
Like, why are you up? It's like 4:30 in the morning.
I got out a notebook, started writing a bunch of crap down, called a bunch of people the next day just to make sure I wasn't crazy about starting this. And there's actually a lot more in that notebook that still has yet to see the light of day. That's going to happen in the future. So, little, I don't know if you want to say, I've said
What was
too
one of
much
the
already.
original names we had for this before we pulled the trigger? Wasn't
The
it like
original
pull the
name?
pin or
Should we
something
talk
like that?
about that right now? I don't know if we should talk about it.
We absolutely
That
should.
was-
We
Aren't
absolutely
they just
should.
like
was one of
sitting
the
in that notebook
questions.
that we had somewhere?
I don't know where the notebook's
Like the
at.
original like sketches for the logo and everything was like all in the notebook.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it was like
I don't
an
know if the people
odometer or
watching
something.
in the comment section want to know what we were originally going to call the show. I don't know if they're ready for that yet or not.
Well, if you want to put a pin on that, there's this one decent question that I actually like from Charles Ram, I think. If you guys could bring back a retired truck, what would it be? What's your favorite retired truck? So I guess
Can I
there's
go
two
first?
questions in there. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go first.
Yeah,
My
sure.
favorite retired truck is Monster Energy.
Of course.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
No, you can't say that
All
yet.
right.
Yes, I can.
It's not
No, like
I guess.
think next
I mean,
year
it
you can
is
say that.
gone.
It's
You
retired.
have 1 month.
No mo. All right, who's next? Who's favorite
I got
retired
you.
truck?
Bulldozer.
Good.
I missed
That's
that
a
truck.
good one.
I miss that truck a lot. And that's also my favorite one. So yeah. All right, Luke Combs, you're up.
Oh, dude, mine's more iconic than that. Wild Thing, 100%. I'd
That's a
love to
good
see
one.
that old skull body truck come back again. I'd love to see Wild Thing make a comeback.
Personally, I like the Oz Monster a little bit better than Wild Thing.
It's the same truck, just painted black. Good lord.
I know, but it had little horns on top. I don't know. I liked it. Harley?
You're the type of person that like the 3D Diablo better than the pickup. But anyway, moving on.
Favorite retired truck, Harley?
Captain Insano, right?
I mean, is that not? I thought it's still running, or it has a few shows here and there. No.
No, I know. I don't know what the name of it is.
No, I'm
it's
thinking-
the same chassis. It's the same chassis, but it's not the name.
I think so. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of one. You put me on the spot, and my mind went blank.
I felt like you would have actually said Wild Thing. So when he said that, I was like, oh shit, that's probably Harley's pick.
I know, because when I was like a baby, that's what I think of as like Wild Thing.
So
Like, I'm just saying, because of the sunglasses for the windshield on Wild Thing, that is a perfect truck to have a sponsorship with, like, Pit Vipers or some sunglass company. And I'm surprised nobody has picked up on that yet.
Oh, apparently
So,
Wild
I don't
Thing
know,
is
if
coming
some-
back next year.
What? Okay, who's actually picking that up? Because that's one of the
Somebody.
millions of names that Schaefer has.
well, actually, yeah, Paul still owns that name.
Doug said it's coming back next year.
Got him.
So
Interesting.
All right, next question.
next
I'm trying to find more questions.
question.
What's been your favorite moment from 2021?
Oh, there it is.
Am I going first because the camera's on me?
Yes, you're
Yes.
first.
I'm not gonna lie. It'd have to be getting the call to go drive Mayhem for Joe Sylvester in Canfield. That would
pick.
by far be the
Nice.
highlight of my entire year. Yeah, that was a ton of fun because finally getting the chance to drive a truck, even though it was a ride truck, I had an absolute blast doing it for the company, and then just like because of COVID, just having it completely ripped from underneath of you. You feel like you just have withdrawals. So having somebody being like, "Hey, like if you want to, I could really use some help. You might get a chance to drive the ride truck if possible." As soon as I was in that seat, I didn't get out for like 10 hours. So it was making up for lost time, and I had a blast doing it. I hope I get to do it again next year.
Well, I would have to say my favorite moment from 2021. Kind of a, I guess, touching moment, if you want to say it like that. But for
Let me
the
get the
past few
tissue.
years, I have worked extremely hard and trying to make a lot of, and jump through a lot of hoops, make some stuff work in my personal life. So I guess the most memorable moment for me this year would be just at the very last Arlington show. Here, obviously, just right down the road from us, I was able to help out Team Throttle Monster. We were there, helping them out behind the scenes or whatnot. But we actually got to bring my daughter there for her first ever Monster Jam show. Been telling her for years now I'd work on monster trucks. She thought it was really cool and never actually got to see me do anything about it before. So when I got to walk out on the floor and wave at her and her up in the stands, hanging out with Harley and Tristan and his wife and
Just
they're
got to hang out with all the drivers.
yeah. That
Total
was,
VIP.
that was a pretty special moment for myself. So that's my favorite moment of 2021. What's yours?
I don't know. Coop, you go next.
Oh, jeez. I'd say my favorite moment was finally, after working my ass off, to finally become the crew chief of Tom whenever the time was needed that I could step up and prove myself, and actually did pretty decent, I would say. That's where I was at.
That's awesome. All right, Harley.
Worth another shot.
Back to you, Harley.
Okay. Favorite moment of 2021, probably seeing the Throttle Out show represented on a monster truck at a Monster Jam show, which is pretty big to see. Like the own company that you're trying to build up is like out there, and it's real. It's so weird to still see videos with the Throttle Out show flag on it. It's so weird.
Can I add on to that, Harley?
Yeah.
Can I also add that one of those trucks that represent us waving our flag also beat Gravedigger?
Hell
Yes.
yeah!
So I think that is
Happy Thanksgiving.
even more of a staple. But I absolutely love it. Just seeing a logo that I just kind of came up with within 20 minutes, and it's on multiple trucks across the country being represented on national television. It's mind-boggling. So I don't know if anyone else wants some flags. I mean, we need it everywhere. Every single show, every single tour needs a Throttle Out show flag.
We're going to be getting some flags made before too much longer. Maybe at the very most after the first of the year, but we will be getting some flags made and for sale on our website. Now, before we get to Cole's question, there was a question someone had asked if both Jurassic Attacks meet in the Monster Jam World Finals are going to be running special bodies. Highly doubt it. If anything,
I highly doubt both will make it into World Finals.
Well, that too.
Maybe one. That's a big maybe.
I wouldn't say a big maybe. I think you're definitely going to see a Jurassic Attack driven by David.
There's going to be less trucks than normal in World Finals.
Well, sure, but Dave,
which is a bummer.
Dave's going all out first quarter. I would put money on he's going to be in the World Finals. So I don't know if both trucks make it to the World Finals. They just happen to face off. No, they're not going to be having different color bodies. They say if anything, they'll probably put two different flags on the back of them. If Too Tall puts the Throttle Out show flag on the back of his truck, he will have good luck and win everything. So there's that.
That would be sweet.
Or what if he runs a different body? Like he won his tour, but he's not going to run the Jurassic Attack body. He's going to run a different one.
I say he'll
because they've done that in the past before.
Sure, I think he'll be running Jurassic Attack. That's a very popular truck. Monster Jam especially wants Jurassic Attack.
Well, let's say Paul wins his tour. He's most likely going to run Jurassic Attack.
That's exactly. I don't think they're going to run different bodies. I think you're going to see two Jurassic Attacks at World Finals.
They're going to rock, paper, scissors for it.
Yeah, they're going to rock, paper, scissors for it.
Whoever gets it, gets it. All right, send more questions.
Yeah, more questions.
Let's go to what tour are you looking forward to watching next year?
Red.
Why Red?
I think. Is that the one that Tom's on?
Whatever
well,
tour
there's your
Tom's
answer.
on.
Well, no, because he's going to win this tour. He's going to go out and win another one because I believe in him.
Nope. Nope.
I believe.
Tom just needs to retire.
Don't be rude.
All right. He's going to win it. I'm going to witness it. It's going to be awesome.
Well, to kind of go off of what Coop was for me to hear that Coop was looking forward to watching Tom next year. So I know it's not going to be a surprise for anybody to hear that I'm going to be looking forward to watching Todd drive next year.
In Blue Thunder.
I'm about to tell you why.
Oh.
Yes, because he is in Blue Thunder. And that brings a totally different outlook on the way he's going to be driving next year. So past few years, obviously, he's been in Monster Energy, being as consistent as possible when it comes to the point season or the points during first quarter. Okay, so now Monster's not there anymore. There's no reason to try and be accurate and represent a brand, be there for every show, be as accurate as possible. It is time to let loose and bring some damage to that truck. It's an old pickup body. They're cheap to fix. I think you're going to see Todd go out first quarter with a vengeance, going out maybe trying to do new stuff, maybe trying to drive crazier than he ever has before. I don't think, and this is not a diss, obviously. Todd, obviously, I still love you. I don't think you're going to see Todd the Duke up in like top 3 of the points chase next year. I really
Is
don't.
that just because of the name change? of
I
truck?
think
Yeah,
okay. I think that has
absolutely.
something to do with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will. Monster is a very popular truck, but as the reasons I stated before, I think you're going to see Todd go all out more than what he's been used to showing fans.
Okay.
Those reasons alone, I think he's probably going to be crashing a lot more in 2-wheel. I think he's going to be
It
definitely
might
crashing.
also depend who his crew chief is
You got that too.
as well.
Yeah. Who knows if Jeff's going to be coming back to be Todd's crew chief? It
I don't
might
know.
not be. Jeff might be on to bigger and better things.
If Cody's coming back, I would assume Jeff would just go with Cody on his tour.
Ooh, Jeff's in a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna
So my
need a
vote is
pickle
I'm looking
fork.
forward to watching Todd next year.
That's a good
Or-
one.
Or Jeff's just going to do 2 trucks.
Yeah.
Jeff's
He
that
can do
kinda
it.
guy.
He's got it. He is. I'd have to say I'm looking forward to the toughest monster truck
Yeah.
tour, because it's the only arena show that's worth watching. So six trucks. You got Brandon Bud getting in the seat, getting in, and Bigfoot, getting to see all those guys. Obviously DCT Power Sports and what they do. You get to see everybody, like a couple of the guys from I believe it's Vendetta and Kamikaze that may be in that tour. I know it's more trucks from Team Throttle Monster that are going to be in there, but that alone, even though it's a smaller lineup, it's just they're all around just really fun shows to watch, and I'm so glad one of them's coming back here to Michigan.
Well, not to cut you
That's
off,
what
but
I'm
we
looking
do
forward to.
have a question from Joey Maletti. Spence, which version of All I Want for Christmas is your favorite? The one with or without Justin Bieber?
It's got to be the one with.
The one with, right?
Obviously.
I'm gonna say just absolutely no Christmas music whatsoever, because I
It's
can't
all fake
stand
news.
Christmas music.
It's phony stuff. It didn't
Damn it.
happen.
Sorry, my cat's in the rafters. Pumpkin, get down.
I thought you were trying to wave off the sound. I'm
Time
like, I
out.
don't know
I'll be
about
right
it.
back.
Take
Go to
camera
somebody
off.
else. I need to take care of this.
All right, I got
Pumpkin,
this. I
damn
saw a
it.
question for me. I already lost it, actually. Hang on a minute. Oh, he called it Copper. Apparently, that's my new name.
Okay.
What is your favorite dessert?
Favorite
Now.
dessert. Okay.
It could be a lot of things. I gotta narrow it down to either.
Okay,
like a
what's your favorite
cupcake-
cold dessert?
like the frozen yogurt stuff that you can put cheesecake squares and Oreos and
Yes.
cookie
yes.
dough. That is my favorite, actually.
Oh, okay. What's your
I'll-
favorite
I will
hot
max it
dessert?
out. What's considered hot dessert?
What, like a warm chocolate chip cookie or like
Ooh, yeah, actually, the skillet cookie.
the skillet cookie? That's a good
Skillet
one.
cookies. Yes, with ice cream on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
think-
show y'all
I
my
think you
favorite.
brought your favorite
warm
dessert.
I was gonna
Dessert.
say, where's
Baby.
Is
Art.
it done?
Harley just made this. It is warm, and I need to go put this up because it's burning my hands.
what just happened?
You just
Tell me you
knocked
dropped
over the
it.
cooler on the floor.
If you would have dropped it and it gone
Can you please get all these
everywhere.
liquids off of the desk?
Yes,
Because
yes.
we're gonna spill on very expensive stuff.
I
right
know.
here.
We need to take 2 more shots before we go
Oh
off.
my
further.
gosh. We
Um,
muted Spence. Hold on. Let's see if he came back.
There,
Yes.
Spence, are you there?
there was
Are you good, Spence?
Yep. I'm good.
there.
I had to
was one
rescue
about
the little
Lucas
shit
Oil
from the
shot.
ceiling again.
Where did you all see the one about?
It's
the Lucas- oh, there
funny.
it is.
What'd you say,
What you
Coop?
got?
Every
Sorry.
time. Go ahead,
Go
Coop.
to Spence. Go to Spence. Go to Spence.
Go to Spence.
Why?
You were talking, bro.
I was just saying, like, it seems like every time I'm in this room and I'm on the computer, this cat needs to find a way to just barge in here. And like, I was working on the last BeamNG video, and I kept hearing something like rattling around, and I'm like looking around and looking near the door, and I look up, and there's this tail just like hanging from this small hole in the ceiling. And I just hear her whining. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me! So I had to dig her out of the rafters. I don't know how she gets up there, but. Yeah, so yeah, this is Pumpkin for all you guys want to know. This is our latest addition to our family. We don't have kids, we have cats.
All right, Coop. We got a question from Dan's Monster Adventures.
Oh
Is
God.
there any insanely funny stories on the road you can share? I gotta hear one or
Oh my
two.
God. There's a lot.
Okay, hey, I got one. I got one.
All right,
Coop,
what you got?
you-
I was
you were
going to
there
talk
for
about
this.
shooting, but
No, nobody's. I don't think anybody's ever actually heard this story before. Cooper was there though. This was my
What
last
happened?
ever Monster Jam show as a Monster Jam employee in Nashville, Tennessee. Coop, myself, Woos was there, and then there was another independent team there. They shall remain nameless right now. Coop, I just think they should just remain nameless, as this story's
I don't
about to get
remember 'em, so
interesting.
it's okay.
So Coop and I went out on the town with this other independent team, and we're all having drinks. We're having a good time, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, me and Coop, we didn't do anything stupid, but let's just say there was someone else there that had a little bit too much to drink. Okay, one of the other independents. And while we were out, we were like, me and Cooper, I can't remember what we were talking about at the bar, and Cooper's like, dude, that boy over there is hammered.
I remember it now.
And I was like, yeah, I know. He's going to get us in trouble. Boy, it wasn't. I swear it wasn't even 30 seconds later. One of the, what do you call them?
Bouncers.
Not bartenders.
A bouncer?
Bouncer. Yeah, bouncer. He taps me on the shoulder. Me, all the people were with, he happened to come to me. Hey, your buddy over here, he needs to go. I was like, what'd he do? He's like, he's over there throwing up in the trash can. I was like, okay, well, I'll go talk to him. I go talk to him, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm like, you're not fine. You just threw up in the trash can. No, I didn't. Just lying, right? Well, I had to get him back to where he was staying, which is over a mile away, and I was afraid that he was going to throw up in an Uber. So instead of putting him in an Uber, I had him around, one arm around my shoulder, and I helped him.
I
and we
remember that
walked.
because you FaceTimed me while you were carrying him walking back. And I was like, who are you carrying?
Basically carried this asshole 1 mile all the way back to where he was staying. And everybody thought I was gone because I was gone for like 2 hours. And I came back and hung out with everybody afterwards. So, yeah, I basically carried a guy 1 mile, and he was drunk, throwing up all over the place. And super awesome.
They shall remain nameless.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That whole time
If he
I
wants to come
should've
clean
been
in the
thinking
future on
that
the show,
story.
he can.
Okay.
See, I never got invited to nights out like that.
Oh, you just had to go.
Well, I never knew where everybody was going. The ride truck team never got invited to go anywhere with anybody, so we just kind of ventured off and did our own thing.
Well,
What are you doing?
no offense, Spence, but when you and I were at least out on tour together, you were like, having appendixes removed and shit. So we couldn't exactly do stuff.
Yeah,
What's a
that's
good
true.
Story?
Cooper, I know
A
you
good
got a
story.
good story.
There's
just
a
rumbling over
lot.
there.
He's
I
got a
know.
lot. You got to
There-
narrow it down to like a specific year, maybe. A certain tour.
We already talked
I
about the
don't
time
know.
we tore down the hotel room. We already
Yes.
Yeah, we
don't need
tore
to talk
down
about
that one. The boxing match in South America.
Okay, while we were also in South America, you planted something in someone's bag.
Oh, the dildo. And then they found it. They found it and tried to come on the bus and be like,
No!
"Oh, look, you
Do
forgot
Do you
this."
not even remember this now?
I guess not.
Yes, I do remember this. I bought it.
I know. I have pictures to prove.
And
We
I
don't need to
it in
put
their
those
book
up on our
bag.
social media.
I put it in their book bag, and then they found it before they got on the bus to go to the airport. Because out of all the times they looked in their bag, and then he came on the bus and tried to be like, "Oh, look, you forgot it. Like, what are you doing with this?" And I played it off, and nobody looked. I went and threw it away in the trash can.
Yeah. So this individual that Coop is talking about just happened to be my roommate when we were at that show. So I'm in the room with this guy, and I know this dildo was planted in this guy's bag. We're packing, and he starts going through his bag, and I'm immediately sweating bullets. Shit. He stops what he's doing. Hey, and he takes the dildo and throws it at me. Thanks, Coop.
I mean, you had to take one for the team.
That explains that mushroom stamp you had when you got back.
Oh.
Got him.
Yeah.
Dang it. I thought I had one, and I already forgot it. I guess here's one. It just immediately came to mind. The Lime scooters, they're dangerous. They're not meant to be on the highway. So me and my buddy decided to Lime scooter to this other location of a bar because nobody else wanted to go out. We're like, fine, we're gonna go ourselves. And then halfway there, we realized, oh, we got to go over this interstate. We have to actually go on the interstate 2 miles down and then get off this exit. So we're like, oh, we'll make it. So we're going a hot 15 miles an hour while every other car is going 80 right next to us, hoping they don't hit us. And it comes to a part we got to cross. We're like, oh, God. So he goes, and I just go, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to follow. F it. I'm just going to pray. I look to my right, and I see a car that's originally over 200 feet away. And within 2 seconds, they were 60 feet away. I'm like, oh, God. This is not good at all. So if I didn't push, I was going to get hit by a car going 80 on a Lime scooter on the interstate. Long story short, we got to our destination, found out we were not supposed to be there. I mean, we weren't not supposed to be there. It was just not a good crowd. 'Cause it was one of those like, this is actually really bad to where we don't need to be here. So we Lime scootered home. It took us 3 hours to get home, and we slept peacefully that night. I guess that was a shitty story. I apologize.
Well, Spence and Coop, we're starting to run a little late now and expecting to even go this long. Glad we were able to stretch her out tonight and still have a good show. Y'all got anything to say before we wrap her up here?
I mean, I did have a story, but I don't know if I should share it because
no, you should.
I just I don't know.
Have to.
Like,
You brought it up. Now you have.
I could. All right. Well, I don't think I've ever told you this story, Tweety, because this is one of those things that just kind of happens. So we finished up with a show. I can't remember which show it was, but we loaded up BKT, put it in the trailer, and off back to Florida it went. Well, every time a truck gets back to the Florida shop, you got to unload it. Before you take it inside, you got to make sure you wash everything down. Well, we go to my trailer, and obviously it's been sitting in the sun for a little bit because, ride truck is like the last thing you work on. You got to work on all the race trucks first, make sure they're all ready to go. So my truck has been sitting on the trailer for weeks at this point. And so I go out, I open the door, and it reeks. Like, it is rank inside of that trailer. And I'm like, oh my Lord, did something die in here? Like, it smelled foul. And so, like, we're around burnt transmission fluid. Like, this is worse. This is straight roadkill, dead smell. And I'm like, where in the hell is this coming from? We unload the truck. I'm going through all the drawers to see if there's like a mouse or something that got in there, or looking through the toolbox, looking in our food crate, like looking everywhere. I cannot find any kind of like animal or whatever throughout this entire truck. So after the trailer's been emptied with the truck in the wash bay and we had some fans blowing, I go back in the trailer, smell's gone. But as you go back to the truck, you could still kind of smell a little bit. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Like, did I run something over? So I take the cage off. We start, we lower the ladder. We start washing everything. And out from the back of the truck, there's like a little bit of this like brown reddish fluid, like dripping off the back. I'm like, what in the hell is that? Like, I'm like, there must have been some kind of fluids or whatever. I must have stepped in during the show. Must have gotten in the back of the truck. No big deal. Right after I thought about that, I found a used tampon.
What?
That went out the back of the truck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No.
It was disgusting.
That is so gross. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So somebody on the ride truck, when they got off, popped out and just left everything in the back of the truck for everybody else to enjoy. So I don't know what show that was from. I just remember I scrubbed the hell out of that bed when that happened. But good thing is it smelled like Simple Green for like weeks on end. Like it didn't smell bad for a while.
I don't like this story.
But yeah, that was yeah. I told you it was gross.
That's
I got a decent memory that just popped in my head. If it's all right if I say it.
Sure.
All right. I think this was in what is that? Atlanta? I think it's the big metal dome. Well, I had to change a fuel line in my truck or on my truck. And you guys were there, Harley and Tweety, because you were with Jester and them.
We weren't.
And I
wouldn't have been Atlanta.
No,
was it not Atlanta? It was
we
not
didn't do it at Atlanta show.
It started with an A. It was the big metal dome building.
Alamo Dome?
No, maybe there
No,
was
we
a
didn't
shooting.
do. We didn't do San Antonio.
Remember the shooting
What?
that happened like within an hour or a mile away from us, and there was cops and helicopters all over the place.
Oh, that was Glendale.
Glendale, Arizona. That's the A word.
Arizona.
Oh,
okay.
Arizona.
All right.
That starts with a
Anyway.
G, Cooper. Even I knew that. You said Glendale,
No,
right?
air. Anyway,
Anyway.
it was the deal to where my arm was too big to fit in our fuel cell because I had the red cap on it and not
Yes.
one of them twister caps.
I remember this.
So I had to go ask Harley, like, hey, I need you to put your hand in this fuel and hold this wrench. That was just a decent memory I thought of. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yep, I remember that.
Forgot about it.
I did that multiple
like,
times because I had tiny arms.
Hey, that was also a show, Coop. I don't know if you remember this or not, but like 2 weekends, prior to this, somehow our jack had broke. So me and the new guy, Cody, we changed the tires on both Kraken and Jester with this big industrial forklift. There's video of that somewhere.
Yeah, I have it.
I
used to have
remember
it.
that.
Yeah, I think it's on Tom Flory's channel. Yeah, good time.
Probably, I think it was. Oh, 100%. It just immediately came to mind. Like, oh, I remember. Like, I had to go. I was like, I literally scouted. I was like, who's got tiny arms that can fit in this fuel cell?
Good
And I'm like,
thinking, man.
Tweety, maybe. I was like, but Harley, she's got it.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I got some cannons over here, right? Everybody at Planet Fitness was staring at me today because of my
I didn't say you had
Okay.
small
cannons
arms.
over here.
Okay.
That's why I didn't ask you, because you already had the muscles.
The muscles.
The pythons.
Y'all, I can't thank you enough for tuning in tonight. I know there's a lot that you could be doing right now, hanging out with your family. A lot of y'all are probably driving, probably listening to us in the car. If you're headed down the road, if you are out on the road as a crew guy, a driver, you're working a show somewhere, you're not able to be with your family this Thanksgiving, we are thinking of you. We hope you still have a happy holiday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And remember, when in doubt, throttle out. Peace out, y'all, and happy Thanksgiving.